Om Bhurбhuvassuvaḥam Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayantam. Namaste everyone, so we continue our videos on Mahatma Babaji, the greatest immortal Mahatma Guru from Himalayas, and our discussion based as usually on greatest book written on meditation, Kriya Yoga meditation tradition, which is Autobiography of a Yogi by Yogananda Paramahamsa. Book written in back in 1946, and since that time this book actually the most famous remains the bestseller, absolute bestseller all over the world, and of course I'm extremely happy about it because this is the basic book of inspiration on Kriya Yoga tradition, and exactly this was the first book where public came to know about existence of Mahatma Babaji, great immortal guru from Himalayas. And since that time, can you imagine, 1946, so huge number of books, lectures, seminars, videos came from different sources, traditions, authors and gurus appear in internet, and as the books, the videos, and different people, they suppose different kinds of things about Mahatma Babaji, but he remains as the great mystery. Yogananda Paramahamsa, he lived in the first half of 20th century, and actually he was born in the very end of 19th century, and he left his physical body. It was 1952. And his guru was Sri Yukteswar, and a guru of his guru was Lahiri Baba. And that Lahiri Baba was a really great personality. He was a householder, father of 5 children, and he was working at that time, 19th century, for the British military office as a counter. And that Lahiri Baba of 19th century was direct disciple of Mahatma Babaji, and that's actually was the great event in the history of global history, because through that Lahiri Baba, Mahatma Babaji really re-established tradition of Kriya Yoga in the modern age. In his book, Yogananda is writing a really important message as I feel it, and let me just exactly quote from the book. Now we're discussing the materials from the chapter number 33. The title goes Babaji, the Yogi Christ of modern India. In the end of this chapter, Yogananda is writing, thus it came about that a disciple of Lahiri Mahasaya was present when Babaji deemed the time to be ripe for him to proclaim the possibility of bodily immortality. And that's very interesting, and let us just discuss this this concept, this information in a slightly more details. We have information about Mahatma Babaji himself, that he is physically immortal. Also, we have information about number immortal Mahatma Gurus from Himalayas, including such masters like Gorakhnath Babaji, and then one more is Babaji Nagaraj, and then Agastya Muni, and of course Patanjali Muni, who wrote Yoga Sutra, and he is also one of the immortal masters. And the question is that many people they can't accept and can't believe in the possibility of this phenomena, physical immortality. really speaking, it sounds absolutely outlandish and crazy that okay, somebody can be physically immortal. In our previous videos we discussed this question, but let me repeat few tips on that as well. Okay, you as a consciousness is immortal. You are immortal as a consciousness. That's obviously your physical body born, live life and die. But you as a consciousness, you continue your existence even after death of your body. By the way, you as a consciousness was somewhere even before your physical body was born. That's also a very important question. And the next question is why we have bother about, worry about physical immortality. Is it really important? Is it really necessary to fight for such a strange phenomenon like physical mortality? Okay, the phenomenon of physical immortality is basically obvious. We can't speak about physical mortality as somebody's fantasy because we have a full list of Mahatma gurus with the names and details of their lives, so we know that immortal gurus, immortal masters, yogis, they do exist. If they exist, it means that itself is the proof that immortality, even a physical one, is basically possible. But is it possible for everyone? That's a crucial question. And one more huge philosophical question: is it really necessary to try to achieve it? Actually, for what? Okay, I'm learning meditation of Kriya Yoga for years, and I'm practicing Kriya Yoga meditation. My Guru Yogi Ramak told me quite a number of times that physical immortality is not the goal. The goal is self-inquiry. But somehow on the top level of this self-realization or God-realization, actually it's happened a very strange and very unusual and unbelievable experience of even transformation on the level of physical body. And that's the reason why, and that's how actually highest yogis from different traditions, including Kriya Yoga, Tantra Yoga, and Buddhist Tantric tradition of Tibet, the highest yogis, they are not dying, they are not leaving their physical body behind. They just experience so-called rainbow body or light body, or so they achieve this dissolution of the physical body, or some of them also may stay for ages in the immortal physical bodies for the sake of disciples and the people. So it means the immortality of the physical body is not the goal to achieve, but the goal is spiritual self-realization. But it may sound as usually slightly strange and even funny, but byproduct of that highest spiritual self-realization is transformation of the matter of physical body as well. Okay, in this chapter of this wonderful book, Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahamsa Yogananda, in chapter 33, in the very end, he is describing very interesting story, very interesting event. Honestly speaking, we are not sure when exactly it's happened, but we know that in the end of 19th century, and we know location, the holy city of Benares, the most ancient and the most holy city for the Vedic Hindu tradition, on the banks of the holy Ganga river. And okay, one of the top disciples of Lahiri Baba, whose name was Ram Gopal Mazumdar, he was witnessing very interesting meeting between Mahatma Babaji and his also, by the way, immortal spiritual sister whose name was Mataji. And that's very interesting that at that time, in the end of 19th century, actually Mahatma Babaji chose to complete his mission on planet Earth and just experience well, dissolution of his physical body into the light. And in that very interesting meeting, can you imagine, now we are discussing meeting, it sounds like, you know, meeting, I mean, any kind of meeting we have every weekend, sometimes on a daily basis, but that was of course a very unusual one, when Mataji came to the Babaji and asked him to remain on this planet Earth forever, and he gave his divine promise to stay on this planet Earth. And it means this promise was really important, and the event took place in Benares, holy city of Benares. That's important because of this, we know that Mahatma Babaji is still remain on this planet. Okay, basically it is possible to meet Mahatma Gurus, but of course only in a case if you are ready and if it's going to be beneficial for your spiritual development. It's not a question of curiosity, it's not a question, okay, I wish proof. Nobody actually must prove to you existence of that highest gurus.